We hunting today, boys. Legendary hunts. Doing that voice tickled my throat a little too much. So we're back for another video on the PlayStation side. This time covering the new fantasy style I almost said RPG. Battle Royale that just dropped on PlayStation as part of the PlayStation Plus games for the month of August. Hunter's Arena Legends. Did I get that right? Did I get that right? The name's a little bit of a mouthful, I think. Yeah, Hunter's Arena Legends. Yeah, I got it right. Very unique Battle Royale game, you know, just came out as part of, just dropped as part of free PlayStation Plus games for August. So, everybody can hop in for free for, you know, download it for free until the next month's games. You know the whole spiel by now. And it definitely caught my attention, you know, it's been out for a while, I've played a little bit of it, and it's very interesting, but I want to get into a game first, you know, do a game first, show you like what it's all about, and then give my overall impressions about it. Maybe I'll do like one game or two depending on how they go. I'm not the best at it. I just wanted to get my bearings in it for a little while. Just see how it goes. Now, as you can see right here from the get-go, yeah, it's a game where you pick essentially heroes to play as, each with their own like abilities and everything like that. So it's got sort of a MOBA feel to that. Since he's on rotation, we're gonna go with Wukong, Sun Wukong, everybody's favorite monkey boy. It kind of has like a little bit of a MOBA feel to it. You got all these different characters with different abilities and everything, and I'll explain more as we get more into the match. If you look down below us, this is the map that we're fighting on. Initially, it doesn't look like a huge map until you actually jump down to it. It's actually relatively small compared to our Battle Royales, but then again, there's not that many people in the matches. It's only like 30 people match. Now, so far I have yet to win one, so who knows, maybe for this game here, for this video, I'll be able to pick up a win. But I still don't know a whole lot of what I'm doing. And then, this is basically how you jump in. Oops, wrong button. You literally just run off a platform and then pick where you want to jump and you sort of just descend down into the earth below. Now, it's been a little bit since I last played this, so might be a bit rusty. But yeah, this is what I mean by when I say the game has a bit of a MOBA feel to it. You have these NPC enemies that you can fight and take out during these matches. And as you take them out, they give you XP to level up, and they can drop some gear for your character that'll make you stronger for the variety of the match. I also have my own abilities. Here, big stick! So it's interesting. It's kind of like a Battle Royale game, but also Battle Royale fighting game is what I could call it. We made a mistake. Come on. This is so difficult. Jesus, that took too long. Just accept death. I also admit the lock-on system for this game is a bit weird, which I'll touch on that more after the match at least. I will say at least looting is pretty easy. Then you also got stuff like this. Just these interactables that'll help buff your character for the match. More little characters. You kind of do want to level up enough for these matches, because right now there's two abilities I still have locked up that I'll get unlocked once I reach level 8 or 10. I can't remember which. Controls kind of throw me off. The X is a dash button, but then circle is jump, so that's what throws me off sometimes. Psych! Oh, that had to suck. Sorry, but oh god! I mean to do that. And dismantling that stuff is kind of important because there are actually like merchants throughout the map that you can trade, you know, little bits of match currency to get different stuff, whether it's better equipment for your character or usable items. For me, I just spam it and pick up everything, even if it's something I really don't need, because it's very like fast-paced. Well, maybe not necessarily fast-paced, because it can take a while sometimes to actually find people to take out. So a lot of time, these matches you'll spend most of your time fighting the NPC, really, or just gathering loot. There we go, level 10 now. So yep, I got I got 2 new skills now. I got a basic skill, and then I also got my ultimate. I wonder if we can actually find anybody. Which that would explain like why the map is like so relatively smart, because they are keeping it to 3 people matches. Can you imagine like this melee style combat Battle Royale if it had like the usual 100 or so players? That would be that'd be a little frustrating, especially if you get stuck in like a big group that are all just jumping each other. Which I should start off in saying, like, Wukong, I do not actually have them unlocked, if that makes sense. Because these, some of these characters you do have to unlock with currency, but they do have, like, some every so often on a row. It seems like they have some on, like, on a rotation, so that way people can still play them, even if they don't have the currency to unlock them. But I will say, it's probably a good thing that, not everyone has Wukong, because he seems a little busted. Not so much busted, but he's just really good. I think I just saw someone fly up. Oh, yep. The next safe area has been secured. And the guy ran off. He was scared of the monkey business.
A boss has appeared.
Ooh, a boss. Yeah, so during the matches, there'll be little areas where bosses and stuff will appear. Basically different, like, in-match events will happen, and all have their different things. One, like a boss just appeared. Now, you can choose to take on the boss, but they'll be a bit tougher than the usual NPCs, and of course you have to worry about actual players coming in to jump you as well. But if you do manage to take out the boss, the loot can be worth it, so you always have to... You do kind of have to pick your battles carefully. Come here! Thought you could run from me? Yep, I might die here. Yeah, first time I died like that! And here I was thinking this whole time, oh, there's no fall damage in this game. I don't have to worry about anything. Well, I guess in some cases you can't take fall damage. Well, shit. I don't even know what I get, 6, I think? I think it'll show me here. Well, once I back out. 7th. So I got 7th. Not terrible for, you know, such a, like, a low player count, game. You know, only, like, 30 or so people. But still, again, you have not, still haven't won a game yet, at least from the normal mode. Haven't dove into the trios yet, and I gotta bug Kneeckoh and Toby about that. Yeah, so like these are the characters I don't have unlocked, and then Wukong is just on a see right there in the bottom right corner, just on a rotation. So like characters that are still locked up, you still at least will get a chance to play them, even if you haven't unlocked them with the currency, which can take some time to get, I think. Yeah, like just to unlock the character. 25,000 in-game currency. Yeah, as you can see, I only have like not even 2,000, so to unlock a new character would take some grinding, of course, unless of course you know you invest the moolah in it, so that's another thing. Yeah, I will say one of the weaker sides of this game is like the characters don't really feel too unique, really. They all just feel kind of bland and generic, not really a lot of personality. Of course, the ones that are going to have the personality are the ones like the most uniquely looking. Like, of course, you know, you got Kung Fu Panda, you got Gorilla Grodd, you got what I almost want to call the Buddhist monk with an afro. This guy's kind of like the generic drunkard. Then, of course, you got Wukong. You know, Wukong's most iconic, like, out of, is it Chinese lore, Chinese mythology? Something around there. I think that's right, yep. And you got Piggy Boy over here. Very interesting looking. Kind of disturbs me, really, honestly. Like, just... Why is his mouth just open like that? Just scares me. But anyway, let's try and get into another game. We'll do one more game, and then I also want to show off the tag match, because that's also a sort of unique mode to this game. Which, when I first, like, sort of covered this game, before it came out, when I was going over to PlayStation Plus games for this month, it's different than what I thought it was going to be. I'll put it at that. Well, let's see. Let's try something different. You know, Wukong's good and all. I do like playing as him, but, you know, let's try someone different. Let's, oh, got 3 seconds. Let's do this guy. Mr. Polearm. I will also say, like, it's still taking some getting used to trying to, like, memorize everybody's, like, move sets and everything like that, and what works best in what situation. Basically, how to properly, like, execute them. Because you definitely want to try and, like, string together some of these moves to... depending on your situation.
The gates are now open.
And now we fly! Whee! Oh god, hey, that was a bad landing. I will say the sort of like aiming where to go when you drop in is a little tricky. Like, it doesn't feel like you have much control when you actually, like, launch off the sky platform in the air. But now, yeah, now you kind of see, like, what I mean when I say it has a bit of a MOBA feel to it. You legit do kind of, like, go around and take out these NPC characters and do your best to level yourself up. The quicker you level yourself up, you can take out the more difficult NPCs more quickly. It also increases your stats a little bit, I believe. And then you also eventually get your final 2 abilities once you get to level 10. Which is something you definitely want to do, because sometimes that 4th ability is really handy, and then the last ability, which is your ultimate, is of course, like, you know, something that'll definitely get you out of some hairy situations. I'm very interested to try out the trios mode, like once Miko and Toby dive into this a little bit. Because a couple of characters do have, like, support roles into this. So, like, the Battle Royale mixed with sort of like a hero aesthetic, where, like, everybody has a role to play. Where, like, you got your supporters, you got your tanks and stuff like that. So, it's very interesting. It seems like this game would be more geared towards, like, you know, playing as a team as opposed to, like, being just a single-player Battle Royale aesthetic. Because in the single-player mode, you're always gonna go for the, like, basically the characters that can easily fend for themselves with high damage. You're not gonna be playing so much the support characters a lot. Yeah, a lot of these games can sometimes just come down to, like, running around trying to figure out where to go next. And of course taking out NPCs along the way. Which is fine, it keeps, like, the, you know, the game flow going, that you at least have something to fight as you're going through these maps trying to find other players. And I don't know what the level cap is per game. I think it's like 15 or something like that. Just some sort of like middle of the road number. Here you're shrinking, but where is his boss? Here to find out. The boss? Oh, you're definitely the boss. Nah, you go away. I'm gonna fight this boss. Yep, he's a boss! Oh, level 20, Jesus. Okay, so maybe the level cap isn't 15. Yeah, the bosses aren't too hard. You just sort of like gotta like watch out for attack patterns. But they do like see, they do big windups before their attacks. But as long as you're properly leveled up and everything, then you shouldn't worry too much about them. Yeah, see what I mean? They telegraph their moves pretty easy. Yeah, and sometimes you can have multiple bosses appear. Actually, you do have multiple bosses. Someone just killed another one. Hopefully I can take out this one before else shows up. There we go. Boom. Nice. Back here, bitch. And of course she's running. No point in chasing her too much. For all I know, it could lead me into a trap, really.
Now I am ready.
You know, why not I just stay here in the middle? I'll be the new boss then. You fuck off. I will say I am definitely like into this game though. I just think there's at least some tweaks and stuff that definitely need addressed or fixed or anything before this game can be truly like really good. Oh no, I'm Oh, yep, I'm definitely dead. I fucked up. Woo! Heal, 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 heal.
I'm going to need the health later.
Whew. Like a better chess piece.
Safe area has been secured.
Me and 2 other people now. Come on, can we get a victory? It'd be really cool if the final circle was just like in this little arena. That'd actually be kind of dope. Face me, you cowards. Oh, it's just me and one other person now. Top 2. This is the first I ever got. Oh boy.
Now I am ready.
Woo, this is gonna be tense. I think furthest I made it before this was like top 5.
Is shrinking.
Come on, where are you, you bastard? Come out and play. Come on. I'll fight you like a man. Wait, what? Oh, no, wait, no, there's 2 more. Shit. No! Oh, well. It was a strong showing, at least. You know, not too mad about it. Oh, yeah, and there's sort of a ranking system. So, you know, as you play, you do, like, sort of rank up and, you know, get... you know, higher skill-based matches. I guess this is actually this game's way of doing like skill-based matchmaking, and how it just making its base game basically just making its base game ranked. Oh, I did come in second, but there was a third person there. That confused the hell out of me. That seemed very confusing, actually. I don't know if I was like the top 2 or if that was just the last one. I don't know. I don't know what they used there at the end. That did a lot of damage. All right, so I've already been you know, I've been recording a half hour. We'll do... Okay, I said I wanted to show off the tag match, so we'll do the tag match. Now, the tag match is interesting. Basically, it's just you and one other player. But you both pick 2 heroes, or 2 hunters, as this game calls them. And you do essentially a maximum 3-round fight. Let's see, I'm going to go with... and here. So essentially like that, you pick 2 fighters, and you know, just like your opponent, and you win a round by taking out both your opponent's hunters. So essentially it's a 1v1/2v2 kind of game mode, except it's like... So basically I'll be fighting as this guy unless my opponent manages to kill him, then I'll switch over to the other guy. Yeah, and then just like, see, as you can see, and then just like that, as soon as I defeat him, he immediately switches to his other guy. Ow. Yeah, one thing it's tricky there is a parry system in this game, but it's tricky. It's not super simple to get down pat. Ooh, I like this guy. He has long reach. Come on, take him out. There we go. Alright. I can understand the appeal of wanting to play as the panda, but I don't think he's best for these, like, 1v1 duels, basically. Oh, what? How'd he hit me? No, no, no. There we go. There we go. Chain some nice moves together. Okay. Also, I don't like how if like one of your abilities gets interrupted, it basically counts as you using it. Which I get that, you know, it kind of makes sense, you know, given the game style, but I feel like if I didn't get to fully execute my move, then it shouldn't count as it being used. But there we go. At least we got a win in, you know, essentially the duel column. Which I actually kind of like that mode, you know, it's just essentially like no like extra stats, no armor, equipment, or anything, just straight up you and your opponent duking it out, pure skill basically, which I don't really know what the skill cap is of this game. It seems very like, honestly, it seems very like button mashing and trying to time your abilities right. And then of course the actual like dodging and stuff, and that sort of like a break free mechanic that you saw where like I had that whirlwind appear around me that allows you to sort of just break out of anything if you're stuck in a combo. But overall, this game, it is very I do like how unique it is. I will say that I like the unique aesthetic of it being just essentially a different kind of battle royale. Now, I do think there are some things that need tweaks, you know, like as they add more characters. I hope they had a little bit of personality to them. I would like a little bit more lore to go along with this game, because all the characters just seem sort of like bland. They just seem essentially like, you know, they just seem like meh characters that you control to, you know, play the game. Nothing crazy at all. Nothing like quite like Overwatch. Hell, even with Fortnite, even though like the quote-unquote characters you play as are all just skins, they at least still have like a lot of personality to them, where these guys just feel sort of like meh. I mean, they're not terrible, they're just kind of like, they don't stand out a whole lot. Like, I could barely tell you like any of the names aside from Wukong, just because he's Wukong. Oh, Wukong's like one of the most iconic Chinese mythology beings, whatever the proper word is for it, characters, I guess you could say, out there, so pretty much everybody's gonna know and recognize him. Other than that, I couldn't really tell you all the art characters' names off of memory, at least not until I play more, but no one really honestly sticks out to me. Now, it is kind of now, like I said, I don't know how it's like on the trio side, haven't touched that yet, but so far on the solo side, it doesn't seem like the characters that everyone picks is super diverse. Seems like a lot of people still stick to the general same characters, so you can't really tell like who's super like broken or like OP and who's not. Which I guess is a good thing, because like you really don't want like that one character that's just like overwhelmingly good that can just dominate a match. No, it seems like at least so far that everyone's at least balanced to the point where no one's super busted. You could say guys like Wukong might be a bit busted. I'll say he does have some like pretty overpowered abilities, but nothing like super crazy at least. Duel mode, I really like that, honestly. You know, I like just like that 1v1 type of match, you know. Be nice if more Battle Royale modes kind of had like that. I mean, they kind of do, but that's usually through just custom matches. I will say they definitely should work on the lock-on in this game, because there have been times where I die where someone would jump me, I would try to lock onto him, but instead I'd lock onto an NPC that's nearby instead. Like, if there's an actual player near me that's, you know, attacking me, the lock-on should prioritize going to that player. It shouldn't, you know, just go to like an NPC or something that I'm facing in the opposite direction. It's just automatically go to the player. And I will say they should also work on like some like the inputs or something. Like, now this could just be me. I probably just need to like dive into the training mode and, you know, learn a little bit more of the game, because the parry system does seem a bit tricky. I haven't really got that down pat, along with the guard and everything. So that's something I'll definitely need to work on, or maybe it's the game, who knows, it could be either or. But it does seem just very like tricky to use. Along with like the button mapping of like X being dash and circle being jump. That throws me off a little bit. Now, of course, this isn't the first game to do something like that, but it just throws me off a little bit, because, you know, majority of games, X is always jump, and then circle is always something like crouch or dash or slide or something like that. But overall, I'm really looking forward to seeing like how this game like grows and evolves over time. You know, the type of events they hold, They are doing, it is somewhat of like a summer event right now, and I only say that because like in the store there is like a sort of like a skin bundle you can get, which is like a bunch of like summer themed skins for the characters. Yeah, like in swimsuits and stuff, and you got like these quirky like summer themed weapons and stuff, like swordfish, tube, conch shell on a spear, beach balls, all kinds of stuff. Those are like quirky. See, yeah, and so like you can tell it's definitely gonna be of a bit of a quirky game when it comes to like actual like festivities, but like for all these skins, like 306,000 currency. I'm not even at 3,000 yet. They should also work on their currency system. I'm worried about this game getting too like money hungry or too microtransaction heavy for some of this stuff. So that is something that they should at least, you know, like try not to get carried away on. But overall, that is Hunter's Arena Legends. Let me know what you thought of this game down in the comments below. Are you going to be downloading and checking in? I mean, you really should check it out. It's a free game for PlayStation Plus this month, so you really have no loss at least adding it to your library and maybe checking it out some other time. Maybe like wait a while, wait for some updates, see what they do to the game before actually trying in. Who knows? But I definitely say at least give this game a try. It is very unique from the usual Battle Royales, you know, shooters and everything like that. You know, something different. But that is all I got for today. My name is Rico Suave. Thank you for joining me here at Enter the Chat. Let us know down in the comments below what other kind of content you would like to see from, you know, me, Kneeckoh, and Toby. And while you're down there, if it's your first time here, hit that little subscribe button so you can see more of our content. We post all kinds of gaming content from PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, all kinds of stuff. On top of our weekly podcasts that we try to get out. At least on... Well, we shoot for like Mondays or Tuesdays on the weeks. we are all pretty busy with our schedules, so sometimes it's hard to get together on recording the podcast. So just at least, well, if you subscribe, then you won't have to worry about missing out. But we are on other podcast services, which I'm sure Kneeckoh, our boy, will put down below. And while you're down there, hit that thumbs up too if you really liked the video, and leave a bunch of like feedback and stuff, jokes, comments, stories, what you really think of the game and the content coming out. As always, I'll catch you later in the next Hunt Legends. Goodbye.